A bunch of old people are gathered around a table and they are writing poems. A young volunteer worker is instructing them. One of the old ladies is scribbling on her sketch pad. She has a flashback of when she was young. She was standing at the seashore. Her mother, who was a henyo, was diving in the sea. The girl was yelling at her mom to come out of the water. The other group of henyos were sitting at the shore, gossiping about the girl's mother and called her greedy. And they asked the girl to leave her mother alone and focus on the boy who was with her. The girl Asun got annoyed and kicked the basket out of the boy's hand. Asun's mother comes out of the sea, and the boy, who is a fish merchant's son, is gathering abalones from the henyos and giving them money for it. Asun's mother gets into an argument with one of the henyos about them giving their collections from the sea to their senior, who is now bedridden. She kicks the basket of henyo and leaves with Asun. Asun's mother is preparing food while Asun is helping her. Asun tells her mother about her second prize in a poem competition, but her mother dismisses her. Then she tells her about the mistreatment she faces at her uncle's house and insists on having dinner with her mother, but she scolds her and sends her home. The scene shifts to Asun's mother and her husband drinking at night, and they're arguing about whether Asun should live with them or not. Asun's mother says that she does not want Asun to live with them and become his husband's maid, and the husband says otherwise. Asun's mother then reads the poem that won second position in the competition. Infuriated, she goes to Asun's uncle's house and slams fish on the table. She asks whether they don't have the money to feed her daughter. Then she says that she is taking her daughter home with her. At home, while the children are fast asleep, Asun's mother and her husband are talking about Asun, and the mother tells her husband to not mistreat her daughter. In the morning, Asun is crying about being selected as vice president rather than president in her class, despite having more votes, and her mother is consoling her by saying that being second in command is also good. She tells her mother how her presidency was stolen and was given unfairly to another student whose parents are wealthy. Asun's mother then goes to her friend and helps her plow the field and asks for something in return. At first, her friend refuses because it was expensive and a family heirloom, but after much insisting, she agrees. The item which Asun's mother asked for was a necklace that her friend wore at her wedding day. Asun's mother then dresses up and wears that necklace to Asun's school. She meets with Asun's homeroom teacher and gives her some gifts so he would treat Asun better. She put money in the packaging for socks, so it is not so obvious. Asun's mother then puts her pack of cigarettes in the fire and burns them. She tells her husband that she has to live long in order for her daughter to take care of her later. Sometime later, Asun's mother falls very sick, and people are insisting her to quit being a henyo, but she says that she cannot be jobless. Asun then frustratingly throws her mother's henyo clothes in the fire. Asun, heartbroken by her mother's illness, goes to the seashore and prays to God to leave her mother alone. Gwansik, Asun's friend, then hands her a bag of chicken to eat, and they share it on the seashore. In the middle of the night, Asun's mother wakes Asun up and calls her outside. Then she feeds her abalones and tells her that if she dies, then she should go back to her uncle's house and not be a maid for her stepfather. Asun gets upset at this and tells her that she does not wish to talk about anyone's death. Asun's mother then tells her that everyone has to die eventually, and this reality is inevitable. Asun then sleeps on her mother's lap after crying. At the age of 29, Asun's mother dies. Asun is devastated. Gwansik brings Asun food and tells her to eat. Suddenly, Asun starts crying, and both of them cry together. After her mom's death, Asun's stepfather convinces Asun to stay with them. He keeps delaying and asks her to stay a little longer every time. Asun then grows up into a high schooler and firmly tells her stepfather that she is moving out so that she can study properly. The scene shifts to show Gwansik and Asun setting up to sell fish and cabbage. Gwansik does all the work for Asun and sells her cabbages for her. The ladies around them gossip about their relationship. Meanwhile, Gwansik always takes care of Asun by providing her with a comfortable chair and dropping her off at the shop every day. The scenario continues, and seasons pass. Gwansik and Asun grow up to become adults. One day, Gwansik's grandmother finds out that Gwansik still sets up his shop next to Asun's cabbage shop, and she gets mad. She chases them both, and with that, the episode comes to an end.